it is now a great honor to have these two wonderful ladies that are going to come up next speak after me. They have certainly kept me on my toes these last 4 years of high school, and I truly would not be here without them. So without any further ado, it is my pleasure to now introduce our 2022 salutatorian, Laci Zanardini.
First, I would like to thank every person who has played a role in my success today. Family, friends, administrators, teachers. It truly takes a village, and I would not be in this position without the unwavering support I received every step of the way. As I stand here in the midst of the day that has been the focal point of the last 13 years, I find that it means much less in this moment than it has at any other time of my life. Kind of ironic, isn't it? In my mind, graduation from high school has represented some sort of escape, almost as if the storm would calm and open to a clear blue sky the second a diploma hit my hand. Happily ever after. In reality, the exit of one stage of life is just an opening to the other side. The storm has not calmed. In fact, it has turned into a raging hurricane. Before you write me off as a pessimistic teenager, allow me to introduce the idea that has kept me afloat this year. I believe that happiness is a much simpler concept than we make it out to be. The focus of life is always dialed in on some end goal or special moment. A dream job, a dream house, a dream life. This is why every Monday is dreaded and every Friday is cherished. People place the elixir of life on these major events, deciding that once they arrive, happiness and satisfaction will follow. The fundamental problem with this strategy is that we often ignore that the story does not end at happily ever after. The dream job comes with a workload. A house brings building a family, and an entire life has new goals surfacing at every turn. If I had allowed myself to place the peak of my happiness on this day, how would waking up tomorrow feel at the beginning of a new journey at my door? Probably pretty discouraging. Instead of marking end dates on my calendar, I do my best to remember that every moment is just as important as every milestone I reach. Our time on this earth is centuries too short to only enjoy what we perceive as important. I have been asked a few times how it feels to have accomplished such a major goal of mine. And while I am extremely proud, I find that it pales in comparison to the memories and growth that occurred on the journey here. I am not advising anyone to throw away their dreams or ignore the importance of success. I just think a lifetime of significance has a better ring to it than a lifetime of waiting for significance to occur. My happiness is not based on being handed a diploma today, or even on finishing second in my class. I found happiness in the over-easy eggs my father made earlier today, and how he never seems to break the yoke. I found happiness in complaining to Mr. Errico about a double period of chemistry, or begging Mrs. Bizarre to change a due date. I find it in my mother's ability to find a laugh in any situation, in a good cup of coffee, and in a car ride with my best friend. Weighing each insignificant moment as something powerful and life-changing layers an extraordinary existence over an ordinary life. Happiness is all around us. We must be wise enough to recognize it. I am able to attribute this point of view to the outstanding women that have surrounded me from birth. I am constantly admiring and mirroring their grace and ability to stand unwavering through any challenge that life presents. Without watching my mother and her sisters find a way to shine a light on every situation, good and bad, I would not be able to appreciate the joy in the small moments of my existence. I am overflowing with pride for every one of my classmates sitting here today. I encourage each and every one of you to celebrate and to step confidently into whatever sits on the other side of this door. I urge you to live life without believing that any time can be wasted waiting for something better to come. Chase your dreams, but do not forget to look for happiness on the way. So, as you leave this ceremony and forget every word I've said, carry this with you. Life is only a pursuit of happiness if you allow yourself to chase it. Instead, pause and take notice of everything around you that makes a Monday worth just as much as a Friday. Thank you.